And welcome back, so let us continue. You know, the tide is turning. We have finally conquered Norway. We are no longer the bitch boy of Europe. Yeah, everyone turned on us, in both because we were aggressive. I mean, I threw away a couple of alliances I shouldn't have. I was very aggressive, and I rapidly became very powerful, so people had a reason to hate us. And that's a thing, but now the bad days are over. We have found our feet, we have stabilized our situation, we have allies that will help us, and whose interests do not conflict with ours too much. And are you fracking kidding me? I actually lost on that. Oh, and I lost all those troops too, didn't I? Oh, that's just plain bullshit right there. That's just plain fracking bullshit. I should have left some troops on there. Freaking nationalists. What's my revolt risk looking like? Ouch! That just straight up stings. Those scores are going up nice and slow like. Right. Well, at least my overseas colonies that I'm trying to core don't contribute to that. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking trade power plus all their cash plus force religion, and that will be quite fine. Make Lithuania Protestant. Just make them freaking Protestant. And I need to... Oh! Yes, 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 yes. Damn it. Okay, we have maxed improved relations with the Netherlands, apparently. Fine. That means we can actually start sending our diplomats to support rebels here, because all of them are rising up. So, Bergenhus, which would be where? Yeah, we'll give them what they want. It's the North Sea trade route, which we already control pretty nicely, so it's not that big a problem for us, and yeah, I'm willing to go with that. That's fine. Now then, I'm actually gonna hire an honest-to-God general and leader, because we're gonna need one in order to smash those pesky rebels. All that artillery lost because of... What?! I just negotiated with you, you fuckers! Alright, those were peasants, not nationalists. You know what? Actually, these two places in particular... I'm actually gonna give them some harsh treatment, because... just to reduce the chance of this kind of bullshit happening. And then there's the war against Switzerland, which is also fun, of course. Who is in this? No one. I needn't worry about that, actually. They'll take care of that without any real intervention from me. What I need to do now is just... oh, make some more troops, actually. Actually, another thing, naval force limit, oh, is nice and high. It's even higher. Excellent, I can actually build a large enough navy to transport a lot more troops at once. So, very, very, very... and... That should be fine. Manpower again is looking pretty good. Go to. Excellent. So, now then, there's the Caribbean. Sweet, sweet Caribbean. That's an English colony, isn't it? Oh, yes, it is. So, Guantanamo. I'm gonna pick up Guantanamo and... well, that's Cuba, I think. I think I'm gonna acquire Cuba. Seems like a good idea, right? Why not? Cuba, get us some cigars and stuff. And a vacation spot too, of course. Vacation spots are nice. Frickin' nationalists, dude. Frickin' nationalists everywhere too. Come on, get over there. There's just 5 of them left. We have a leader this time. Just kindly get rid of them for me. Douchebags. Lithuanian patriots. Sweet. Yes, go there. Not gonna land on top of those douchebags because there's a lot of them. Gonna march in overland with superior troops and superior numbers. Okay, so if I was to take that, how much would that piss off my actual allies? Well, it wouldn't piss off them too much, and this would give me a bit of power in here. No, they're not worth it, are they? They're really just not worth it. So, force religion, transfer power, become my vassal? No, I can't force religion and make them vassal at the same time. Now, Kovno, though. Well, if I took just Kovno, they would hate me a tiny bit. Does it have any interesting modifiers? Stuff that would make it harder for me. They do have a bit of trade power, but not a lot. These places have a lot more, and they are actually Polish, so they'll be harder to core. Because of some of the ideas they have, apparently. I don't know. I could just annex them. Yeah, but lots of overextension, lots of aggressive expansion penalties, and what's the point? Okay, how much do these two cost in war score? 26, so I could force their religion, take a bunch of their cash. Can't do that, but you know what, a little bit of extra trade power won't hurt. Yeah, Kurland would hate us. How? Actually, that's the good question. What is... They're in a coalition against me anyway. So... Well, that's the question. What kind of peace do I really want? My overextension is not bad right now. You know what? Yes. I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna force their religion and take their cash. And you will annul all treaties there. And I don't know. Revoke some random cores. There you go. Those no longer belong to you. I did get a bit of aggressive expansion, but I should be fine. Great Britain is still pretty okay with me. They 100 aggressive expansion penalty. It's pretty bad, but we'll be fine. We'll work through it. Now I'm gonna actually core all of these, and then I'm gonna go and conquer some engines. It needs to be adjacent to one of our core provinces, so I can't actually core it yet? No, that's some bullshit right there. Sure, you can have military access, I don't mind. Okay, so that's fine, excellent. So that's not a problem, okay. Tiny bit more trade power, tiny bit less for others, though it would have been nicer to take it from Muscovy and gain more power in that node, since they have really developed it. Don't have that much Diplo power too. Mostly because I've been negotiating all kinds of peace treaties lately. And they've broken the walls on that. Still, that should be fine. I should be able to get in there quickly enough to smash them just fine. Okay, trade fleet wise, I think I'm good actually right now. So, we have 8 of these, I thinking another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which would be good, and couple more carracks wouldn't hurt either. And yeah, I think that's all my extra limits. And just, you know, have a real war fleet so that I can really fight them if need be. And by them I mean stuff like France. You know? And they're in military coalition against us. Well, they were bound to hate us. Can't be helped. So, let us gather together our armies and try and split them up in a sensible manner. Just cause. The war with Sweden, where... Sorry, not Sweden, I'm Sweden, Switzerland. It should be fine. Should be won without my aid, it's just that my war exhaustion won't go down while that war is on, and I don't like that. Right. Lot of that going on. It's gonna take a few years, but... Well, that's fine, I suppose. It's not a catastrophe. Come on, gather up, douches. Gather up. And they are douches. Professional douchebags. Engaged in professional douchebaggery against our enemies. Oh, and that's a lot of army. Beautiful. I'm gonna send half down to here to smash that and keep half... Well, actually no. We're gonna split them up a smidge differently. So something like that, plus... Well, 3 cav, plus... 6 artillery, maybe? Yeah, 6 artillery. And that will be the army will be able to swing around quickly with ships, and will keep a lot of troops on the Muscovy border just to counter them directly, and that way I can swing myself around however I need to, pretty quickly, and that should be quite fine. And that seems like a pretty good idea. Now, as far as the Novgorod trade zone is concerned, I actually want to up my trade power as far as I can. So, I'll actually view this by trade zone. And you can actually build a canal there, and we will attempt to boost the export value of those, you know, the amount of cash we get out of there, if we can. Hopefully that will work fine, because Muscovy does have a lot of land there. Okay, now our own relations, Hesse and Bohemia. Okay, native assimilation, and that has become independent, so, well, self-sustaining anyway. And we can send more people to there and actually get more stuff flowing along that route. So, ideas-wise, I would need 2 more in order to get another merchant. Which is, I suppose, fine. You can declare war on them at any time. Which, it's fine either way. And I think I've expanded far enough south to, you know, Mississippi River flows into the Caribbean node, and that does not really benefit me. Although it might flow into this one as well, maybe. Okay, lots of trade power there, and plenty coming out of there as well. Actually, what is our Lubeck node looking like? How much are we swinging out of it? 49. It's perfectly fine. Have vast amounts of wealth there, will be fine. In a coalition against France, in a coalition against Sweden, in a coalition target of coalition. Actually, I'm thinking that Austria, Trier, Castile and Liege. You know what? I think I want to counter France. Because in all honesty, France is a threat to me. And removing that threat would greatly benefit me. Anything that weakens France is good for me. Because I can fight Muscovy, especially now, the state they're in, I can most definitely fight Muscovy. Let us see how they're currently doing. They might actually break apart from internal problems. They have only 20,000 troops. They're in a Regency Council, their stability is at -2. It's beautiful, it's just beautiful. They have a lot of technology, a lot more than me, but oh well. You can certainly live with that for now. We have managed to seize several strategic positions, so it should be okay. Now our fleets, are any fleets somewhere not patrolling? You should be patrolling the Hudson Bay. I should have ships here patrolling all of this, but I apparently don't, since they've all been killed or something. Wonderful. I have only 7 heavy ships here. Is that it? Really? Oh no, I have 3 more carracks here, right. So that's not too bad. And that's... okay. Let us split out a couple of ships. Again, split them. Send them there. Sure, I don't mind if one of those becomes temporarily Catholic, that's fine. I'd rather not piss off the Emperor that much. So, one in the North Sea and one in that oh so weird sounding bay that I can't pronounce over in the Americas, and that should be fine. Okay. Swedish peasants. Go and smash. So how is that war coming along? They are gonna take it actually. You know what? Maybe I should go in there and smash some things. Because in all honesty, this is bullshit. They shouldn't be able to. No, fuck that, I'm not losing war against them. We shall go to Scone and we shall win the war for our allies. Because I want to end this war in any case, and we're gonna do that. That should be fine. Diplomatic relations, who do we have? Royal marriage and royal marriage with some people who hate us. It will make harder for Bohemia to go to war with us at least. Okay, and what if I... well, no, all my diplomats are tied up in any case, so I guess not, but still... oh, ideas, ideas, ideas. Okay, that's more ships being built, and yes, my fleets are not yet ready, so I can't really transport all of them either, can I? Not yet, anyway. Well, I have military access at least. Yep, we're gonna help them out. Obviously, we don't want to lose any population in our colonies. I'm perfectly willing to heavily invest in that, and... right, you are going there, that's fine. Not gonna lose prestige when I can lose money instead, and apparently we can attack. Good! And we're gonna start immediately heading towards... you know. Oh, and we can finally get better cavalry. Excellent. But yeah, we're immediately gonna start pushing towards even better stuff. Go there. Do you have the leader? You do. No, bad. You have leader. There you go. So more ships will be built in a couple of months, and then I can go and actually take care of that problem for them. And Austria is actually at war with Venice as well. Yeah, that's gonna keep happening, it seems to me. Russia. Doing any better yet? Yeah, if they go to war with me, they're screwed. I'll just... Oh, I could just declare war on something like the Hansa, and... Although, I do have a lot of enemies. Still... Yeah. Oh, if they join in a war against me, that will make things very interesting. Especially if I get to be the war leader and negotiate the overall peace. I could demand so many concessions from them with a bit of effort. It's not even funny how badly I could screw them. Okay, when those are built, yeah, we're just gonna focus on building a lot of trade stuff in the... Oh. Excellent! Excellent news! So France is no longer a threat. Excellent! So, I'm gonna form a coalition against Muscovy. Hopefully someone will join. Because I want to break them before they can actually manage to get back on their feet, if I can. Because, well, obviously, this big blob, they can have 100 plus regiments up at the same time. Not sexy at all. Muscovy. 23,000, they're slowly recovering, but... not that well. And that may well be just mercenaries. I'm thinking some of the rebels might actually succeed at enforcing their demands. Just saying. Which would be damn good. I want them to be as weak as humanly possible. Hansa has declared war on Thuringia. Because they want those territories back, which is understandable. You're still in a coalition against me, but now that coalition is looking a lot weaker. As is Lithuania. Do we still have a truce? With any of these douchebags? Well, Lithuania obviously, but not me. Still. Now I'm in the interesting situation where I could actually win against this coalition, certainly if they attacked me. Actually, the situation being what it is... No, that's Austria, we don't want war with Austria, but I could take Lubeck from them. Wait. Allied with France. Where are their actual allies? Ah, they have an actual alliance with those douches. Well, never mind then. Certainly don't want that. So yeah, we're gonna be butting heads with all kinds of interesting people, but our situation is very good right now. Very good indeed. So we're just gonna bring our troops down and, you know, go and solve another of our allies' stupid problems for them. Border tensions. Ah, with Muscovy. They are in coalition against us. What are their allies? Do they even have any? Poland, France, and Smolensk. Cause yeah, they hate me. France, how much do you hate me? Could I actually get to a decent rating with you? Very difficult because we're rivals. Oh well, can't have everything, can we? Conquest Casus Belli against Muscovy, very sexy. Actually, fleet basing rights wouldn't help that much. What I want to do is, I want to take a look at my colonial range. Where can I reach? I can't reach Africa. I can reach South here. America here. That is uncolonized. Right, and that is in the Magdalena trade node. So I would have to dominate the Caribbean for that to be worthwhile. Vassalizing the Aztecs. Vassalizing the Aztecs may be of use. at some point, because they do have a lot of gold, I hear, and a lot of gold means a lot of money, and vassals have to contribute to the well-being of their masters, economically speaking, of course. Okay, relations improved with Bremen, cause Protestant. If we could get an alliance with Bremen, that might be of some use. Thuringia, how much do you hate me? Some. Lawful territory and aggressive expansion. Still. And Muscovy can keep fabricating to its heart's content. Right now it's not a threat. I would like to break it permanently at some point. But that depends a lot on a lot of situations. At least France is not in a coalition, so they could be got out of the war on a separate peace, if it came to that. Oh, okay. Apparently we can do that. That is slowly proceeding, that's certainly nice. Stability at +1 doesn't worry me, that's fine. Although we do get a lot of nationalists, it's manageable. I'm only hoping that the ships won't get too attrition by this long trip across the Mediterranean, because, well, you can see it's... Oh, okay. Oh. Natives... Sources, income, and settler chance. Yeah, sure, we'll play nice with the natives. For now. Sure, your pleas for their salvation have reached my cold, evil heart. Switzerland. Oh yeah, duckling. I'm a-comin'. I'm gonna land in Verona because we do have military access. Okay, Olonets, eh? You may be auto-stomped. Or on auto-stomp, anyway. Actually, no, I'm gonna park you in Neva and then you can auto-stomp, because that's a decent place to be based when, you know, actually preparing to smash Russians. And you need to get home back to Sealand. Speaking of, we can actually build some docks, which will, at least here, which will improve our trade power by a smidge, and actually give us ship repair speed. So yeah, that area can be our ship thing, sure. And you need to make your way back in one piece, please, without anyone dying. You are nice and ready, so we'll just march into Swedish territory and start causing trouble. Yeah, and detach one at a time, keep marching in, prepare to kill everything. And where are you gonna go? There isn't enough room in those mountains for you to hide. Yes, thank you, and we'll keep marching onwards, just to take even more of their stuff. That's 3,000, that's about all I can do there. Okay, here. Damn it. Select army and separate out one of these. Select army, separate out one of these. And you separate out one of the cannons and park on top of that. Just to, you know, get a decent siege force going there as well. So there's some Carracks. Go there, you'll unify with my war fleet, and you prepare to auto-stomp everything that moves. That shouldn't move anyway. Looking good. Switzerland is about screwed. Okay, lots of fleets, looking good, looking good. Yeah, an extra merchant for the whatchamacallit Caribbean node would not be a bad thing. Lots of slow cores. We can actually unify these forces here since, well, they are not really in a position to do anything. Bohemia is once again the sovereign, so I do have a free guy, so I'm actually gonna send him to improve relations there. In fact, I have 2 free guys. Yeah, British are gonna be happy with me. France, not so much, I guess. Tuscany is on the verge of forming Italy, in fact. The Ottomans are getting screwed by rebels, and that is such a sad thing, but now if I could get Bohemia to be Protestant, that would go a damn long way. What is the Holy Roman Empire looking? Yeah, they're not gonna be able to reform it fully anytime soon, but you can, I think, reform it fully and actually get that to be one big country under your control if you're the emperor at some point. True sheer awesomeness. Yes, 65%. Yeah, on my way back I'll just move through and, you know, as an exiled unit through enemy territory, so it's fine. Cancel military access. Am I still supporting rebels in Moscow? I don't think I am. Don't have any diplomats to send. Well, that's sucky. But yeah, I want to keep supporting rebels. They have actually managed to get their stability up to -1. Nogai nationalists. Yep. Sinking cash into that. Sinking cash into that. That should help. They have taken that, so all of this is continuous Hansa territory. When I next war with them, I must make sure to grab a bunch of that, just to, you know, gain more power in the Lubeck node. Okay? That has fallen. And now I'm actually aiding them in the war. And of course, extra fortifications, just for some money that don't cost power. And Great Britain accepted peace, apparently. Okay, fine, we'll just move on home then. It's fine. That is perfectly fine. We are at peace currently. We are at an actual peace. Oh. Douchebags. Well, march over there and prepare to smash that. Bremen is in a military coalition against us. Why? Pray tell, are you a douchebag? Hansa, Iroquois, meaningless. Mecklenburg, meaningless. Bremen, meaningless. Kurland, meaningless. Lithuania and Muscovy. And Hansa. Lithuania, well, Lithuania again, pretty meaningless, but... So, Muscovy and the Hansa. That's it. Now, if they weren't allied with Venice and France, I would actually go for the kill right then and there. But unfortunately they are, and 19. Yeah, I'll take that. I have a big smashy force there, so it should be perfectly fine. Trade dispute against Bremen. And Muscovy has an alliance with France as well. Or do they? Yep, they do. And Poland. See, that's the problem, those alliances. Now, if they declare war on me, I'll be perfectly fine because... well... their allies won't have to join in, and I'm kind of doubting France wants another go with me and Great Britain, and I don't think they need that kind of crap. And apparently the Netherlands have actually managed to get themselves into a bunch of trouble. Allying with them might have been a bad decision in that they quite simply suck. Still, it looks fine. Wait, my ports are being blockaded. Here. Right, I need to patrol that. For pirates. Okay, So I guess two things will separate out a caravel to do the actual patrolling, and we'll separate out a couple of carracks to go and deal with that bullshit over there. So swim, kindly swim all the way over there and dock there, and you as well. Now the creek, right, the creek. How strong are they? Honestly, 10,000 troops. That's a fair number, but how powerful could they really be, right? Yeah. Okay, 70%. That is not bad at all. That is, in fact, fracking amazing. So, more buildings, canals, everything. Yeah, it looks like we've built stuff up there quite nicely. So, we're pretty good on the Lubeck node. Actually, attach these to transport, bring them over to something like Holstein, where they will be of more use. Okay, and you are going to do the auto stump. Excellent. Should get there long before the fortress falls. Some random casualties. Again, perfectly fine. Can. Okay, what's our ore extension looking like? Once that is gone, I'm going after the creek, and in fact I might try to annex them completely in a single hit, if at all possible. 5,000 troops against 10,000, what could possibly go wrong? Then again, they're at military tech level 3, so I think I might be willing to risk it. I could bring down the 16,000 from there using my ships, if you know. That's how it has to go, but overall I think we're good. Norwegian culture, yeah. Same culture group. Yeah, some of these tax incomes are less than they could be, but what can you do? Try docks, eh? Actually, having one of those right here in Sealand is not a bad idea. Have a one dock for some serious crap. Nope. We'll have to build canals here next. Luckily, I have some cash for that kind of crap, which is perfectly fine. We actually managed to run out building warships and such. Apparently warships are expensive, who knew? Okay, the caravel has France and Brittany. And what's that? Brittany, Liege, Austria, Baden, Switzerland and Aragon. Where is there a Aragon? I don't see one. Where the frack is any Aragon? I think they've been conquered already. And damn, France is just expanding into Spain. That's a problem and a half. Whoa. Low on cash monies. Heavy warships are expensive. Who knew? So maybe building that heavy a fleet was not the best of ideas. Okay, here we go. Against France. We have the war leadership in the war, and France wants Lorraine. Okay, we have the leadership in the war, so we can call on the United Kingdom. Maybe we can fuck France up a bit. So what's the balance of power looking like? They have 55,000 troops. Well, they have 80,000 really, in total. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna split it here and I'll see you in the next one.